Be me, 27. Night shift clerk at a gas station off Highway 9. Middle of nowhere. The kind of place where GPS signals go to die. Life is a blur of neon lights and the hum of refrigerators. Shift starts at 10 p.m. Shift ends at 6 a.m. Routine is absolute. Arrive. Nod to the evening guy, Steve. Steve looks like he wants to drive into a bridge. I probably look the same. Clock in. Apron on. Name tag slightly crooked. Check the register. Count the cash. Smell of stale coffee and gasoline permanently etched into my pores. Lock the front door for 5 minutes to mop. Mop bucket water is grey. Floor is grey. My soul is grey. Unlock door. Sit on stool behind counter. Wait. The store is a liminal space. Not quite a destination, just a pause button for travelers. Hours 10 to 12 are slow. Locals buying beer before the cutoff. Truckers buying packs of Marlboros and beef jerky. I am an NPC vendor. Press X to trade. Receipt? No. Have a good night. Script.exe runs perfectly. Midnight passes. The witching hour for weirdos. Meth head comes in asking for batteries. Pays in quarters, shaking like a leaf. I don't ask questions. Just count the quarters. He leaves. Silence returns. The hum of the slushy machine is the soundtrack of my existence. Blue raspberry. Cherry. Spinning endlessly. I pull out my phone. Doom scroll through news. World is burning. Politics. Wars. Cat videos. It all feels fake compared to the flickering fluorescent light above aisle 3. 2:14 a.m. Door chime rings. Bing bong. Look up. Ambulance pulls into the lot. Engine running. Lights off. A woman walks in. Paramedic uniform. Navy blue pants. Boots heavy with mud. Radio clipped to her belt. She looks exhausted. Not just tired. Bone deep weary. Dark circles under eyes like bruises. Ponytail messy. She walks straight to the coffee station. Ignores the fresh pot I just brewed. Goes for the energy drinks in the cooler. Opens the glass door. Stares at the rows of cans for a full minute. Decision paralysis. Finally grabs a white monster. 0 sugar. Walks to the counter. Sets it down. Doesn't look at me. Digs through pockets for card. Hands trembling slightly. Just this? I ask. Voice cracks. Haven't spoken in 3 hours. She nods. Yeah. Voice is raspy. Swipe card. Beep. Receipt? No thanks. She cracks the can open right there. Throat moves. She sighs. Sound of a balloon deflating. Rough night, I venture? Breaking script. She looks up. Eyes are grey, empty. You have no idea, she says. Turns around. Walks out. Door chime. Bing bong. Watch the ambulance pull away. Back to silence. Back to the hum. Resume staring at the wall. 3 nights later. 2:10 a.m. Bing bong. Ambulance again. Same girl. Same routine. Walks to cooler. Grabs white monster. Walks to counter, but this time she grabs a bag of spicy chips too. Sets them down. I scan them. Beep, beep. She looks at the total. Looks at me. Machine working? She asks. Usually, I say. Last place's system was down, she mutters. Card works. She opens the chips immediately. Eats one. Crunches loudly in the quiet store. Dinner? I ask. She offers a half smile. Grim. Breakfast? She corrects. It's 2 a.m., I say. Time is a construct, she says. Fair enough, I say. She lingers for a second. Just a second. Looking at the lottery tickets under the glass. Then leaves. No goodbye. Just exit. I watch the tail lights fade. Odd feeling in chest. Social interaction. XES successfully executed. Weeks pass. It becomes a pattern. Every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, between 2 a.m. and 3 a.m. The ambulance stops. She comes in. Sometimes alone. Sometimes with a partner who stays in the rig. I start expecting it. Check the clock at 1:55 a.m. Make sure the floor is clean. Why do I care? It's just a customer. But the night is long and lonely. She is the only variable in the equation. Tuesday. She comes in. Looks worse than usual. Uniform has a dark stain on the sleeve. Blood? Oil? Don't ask. She grabs the monster, comes to the counter, leans heavily on the laminate, rubs her forehead. Total is 3.50, I say. She pats her pockets. Empty. Checks other pocket. Frowns. Left my wallet in the rig, she whispers. I can go get it. She looks like walking back to the truck is climbing Everest. I wave my hand. Don't worry about it, I say. What? It's on the house. Inventory write-off. Dented can. The can is perfect. She looks at the can, looks at me. You sure? Yeah. Just take it. She pauses, eyes soften. Thanks. Really? No problem. She takes the drink. Doesn't leave immediately. Stands there, cracking the tab. I'm Sarah, she says. Anon. I reply. Thanks, Anon. She walks out. I put $3.50 of my own money in the till. Worth it? Why? Don't know. Just feels right. Next Thursday, she comes in, places a chocolate bar on the counter, along with her drink. For you, she says. Slides the chocolate toward me. Interest on the loan, she adds. I look at the chocolate. Generic brand. You didn't have to, I say. I wanted to. She leans against the counter. Not rushing out tonight. Quiet night? She asks. Look around the empty store. One moth buzzing around a light fixture. Always, I say. Must be nice, she says. Must be boring, I counter. Boring is good, she says. Boring means nobody is dying. The words hang there, heavy. I nod. Yeah, I guess you're right. She drinks her energy drink. We stand in silence for 5 minutes. It's not awkward. It's companionable. Just two people awake when the world is asleep. Radio on her hip crackles. Static voice. Unit 4. Respond to. She sighs. Shoulders drop. Duty calls, she says. Stay safe, I say. Try to, she says. She runs out. I eat the chocolate. Tastes like wax and sugar. Best thing I've eaten all week. Month 3. Routine has shifted. She comes in. We talk. Small talk. Nothing deep. Cold out there. Freezing. Some guy tried to pay in pennies earlier. Did you make him count it? Nah, I just weighed it. She laughs. A short, sharp sound. Like a cough. But it's a laugh. I memorize the sound. Pathetic? Maybe. But my world is small. She brings the outside in. One night, it's raining. Torrential downpour. Thunder shaking the windows. Power flickers. Bing bong. She bursts in. Soaked. Hair plastered to her face. Shivering. Holy hell, she says, wiping water from her eyes. Coffee, I say. Please. I pour a fresh cup, hand it to her. She holds it with both hands, trying to absorb the heat. Rough out there? Hydroplane central on the interstate, she says. 3 accidents in 2 hours. She leans against the hot dog roller grill, seeking warmth. I hate the rain, she whispers. I like the sound, I say. Not when you're kneeling in it, she says. Fair point. I grab a clean towel from the back, one of the ones we use for cleaning spills. But it's fresh. Hand it to her. Here, she looks at the towel. Thanks. Dries her hair. Messy friction. She looks like a wet dog. Somehow cute. Brain.exe glitches. Do not think that. She is a customer. You are a clerk. Stay in your lane. She stays for 20 minutes. The rain hammers the roof. We talk about movies. She likes horror. Relaxing, she claims. Watching people get chased by monsters is relaxing, I ask. Makes my problems seem smaller, she says. At least I'm not being hunted by a guy with a chainsaw. Logic checks out, I admit. Her radio is silent. Shift ends soon? I ask. 2 hours, she says. Then sleep? Then laundry, she says. Then sleep. Sounds thrilling. The glamour of EMS, she says. She finishes the coffee, throws the cup in the bin, thanks for the towel and the warmth. Any time. She leaves. The store feels colder when the door closes. I stare at the wet footprints on the floor. Don't mop them up for an hour. Evidence she was here. Month 6. The slow burn continues. No numbers exchanged. No social media. Just this 2 a.m. ritual. I start stocking the specific protein bar she likes. We were out once, and she looked disappointed. Never again. I keep a box under the counter. You kept these for me? She asks one night. Nobody else buys them, I lie. Everyone buys them. She knows I'm lying. Smiles. A real smile this time. Reaches eyes. You're a good guy, Anon. I'm a gas station clerk, Sarah. Same thing. We lean on the counter. Close enough to smell the rain and antiseptic on her clothes. And something else. Vanilla? My boss is a jerk, she says suddenly. Venting. New level unlocked. Yeah? Rode me all night about response times. Like I can control traffic. Tell him to buy a helicopter, I suggest. She snorts. I'll put that in the suggestion box. She taps her fingers on the counter, rhythmically. Nervous energy. You ever think about doing something else? She asks, looking at me intently. Than this? Gesture to the cigarettes and slushy machine. Yeah. Sometimes, I say. Most times. Why don't you? Shrug. Inertia. Bills. Easy to hide here. She nods. I get that. Hiding is nice. You don't hide, I say. You're out there. I hide in the uniform, she says. People don't see me. They see help. They see the ambulance. Nobody asks how I am. Silence. How are you? I ask. She freezes, looks down at her boots. Tired, Anon. I'm just tired. Voice is small. I want to reach out, pat her hand. Something. But the counter is a barrier. Physical and metaphorical. Coffee's fresh, is all I say. I know, she says. It always is. A Saturday night. Or Sunday morning. 3 a.m. Number customers for hours. Bing bong. Sarah walks in. No uniform. Hoodie and sweatpants. Hair down. I almost don't recognize her. She looks younger. Softer. Off duty? I ask. Yeah, she says. Couldn't sleep. So you came to a gas station? Best coffee in town, she teases. She buys a tea this time and a pack of gummy bears. Can I hang out for a bit? She asks. My apartment is too quiet. Store is yours, I say. She walks around the aisles, touching things. Read the back of a cereal box. Fixes a crooked display of beef jerky. Finally sits on the floor. In the magazine aisle, reading a car magazine. I come out from behind the counter, sit on the floor opposite her. Distance of 3 floor tiles. Nice hoodie, I say. It's oversized. Grey. Ex-boyfriends, she says. Burned the rest of his stuff. Kept the hoodie. Practical, I say. It's warm. She offers the bag of gummy bears. Red ones are the best, she says. I take a red one. Chewy. Artificial strawberry. We sit on the floor of a gas station at 3:30 a.m. eating candy. Fluorescent lights buzzing. Fridge compressor kicking on and off. This is sad, she says, laughing. Peak existence, I correct. We are living the dream. She looks at me. Eyes trace my face. First time I feel really seen. Not as the clerk. As a person. Why are you always so nice to me? She asks. I'm bored, I deflect. Liar. Maybe. I look forward to this, she admits. Coming here. It's the only part of the night that makes sense. Heart.exe skips a beat. Me too, I say. Voice barely a whisper. She scoots a little closer, not touching, but close. Tell me something real, she says. What? Something real, not small talk. I think. I write stories in my head, I say, about the customers, where they're going, who they love. What's my story, she asks. You're the hero, I say instantly, who saves everyone but herself. She goes quiet. Tears well up. Just a little. She blinks them away. You're good at this, she says. Observation. Empathy. She corrects. She reaches out. Touches my arm. Just for a second. Fingers warm. Thanks, Anon. She stands up. Brushes off her sweatpants. I should go. Try to sleep. See you Tuesday, I ask. Tuesday, she promises. She leaves. I touch my arm where she touched it. Skin feels electric. Rest of the shift is a blur. Tuesday comes. She doesn't show. 2 a.m. passes. 3 a.m. passes. I clean the counters 3 times. Check the parking lot. Nothing. Maybe she has a call. Busy night. It happens. Thursday. No show. Anxiety creeps in. Did I say something weird? Was the hero comment too much? Did she quit? Did something happen to her? I do scroll local news, checking for ambulance crashes. Nothing. Saturday. 2 a.m. Door opens. My head snaps up. It's just a trucker buying lottery tickets. Disappointment is a physical blow to the gut. I realize how deep I am. I'm not just bored. I'm lonely, and she fixed it. And now she's gone. 4 a.m. Bing bong. She walks in, not in uniform. Jeans and a t-shirt. Arm in a sling. Face scratched up. Bruise on her cheek. I vault over the counter. Forget protocol. Sarah? She looks at me. Tries to smile. Wince. Hey, Anon. What happened? Patient woke up, she says. Drugs. Confused. Thrashed around. Threw me into the wall of the rig. Dislocated shoulder. Concussion. She taps her head. Scrambled eggs. Jesus. I'm on leave for a few weeks, she says. But I couldn't sleep. And I missed the slushy machine noise. She walks to the counter. Leans with her good side. And I missed you, she adds. Quietly. I stand there. Chest tight. I was worried, I admit. Thought you ghosted me. Never, she says. Where else am I gonna get free coffee? She tries to laugh. Stops. Pain. Sit down, I order. Pull the stool out from behind the counter. That's your throne, she says. Sit. She sits. I lean against the back counter. We are on the same side of the divide now. Barrier gone. You okay? I ask. Hurts, she says. But I'm okay. She looks at me. My partner said I kept asking to go to the Texaco when they were loading me into the ER. They thought I was delirious. Priorities? I say. Exactly. She reaches out with her good hand. Takes my hand. Intertwines fingers. No hesitation this time. Palm to palm. I don't want to be alone tonight, she says. You're not, I say. Can I stay until your shift ends? You can stay as long as you want. Then what? Then I'll drive you home, I say. Or we can go get breakfast. Real breakfast. Pancakes? She asks. Hopeful. Pancakes, I confirm. She squeezes my hand, closes her eyes. Okay. She rests her head on the counter. Still holding my hand. Breath evens out. She falls asleep right there, sitting on a stool in a gas station. I stand guard, one hand holding hers, other hand scrolling phone. Customers come in, they look at us. Guy buys gas. She okay? He whispers. Yeah, I say. She's just resting. She looks beat. She's a hero, I say. Guy nods. Leaves. Sun starts to come up. Light turns grey, then pink, hits the dusty window displays, illuminates the dust motes dancing in the air. She stirs. Wakes up. Blinks. Looks at me. Smiles sleepy. Still here, she whispers. Still here, I say. Pancakes? Pancakes. Routine broken. New routine established. The world is still burning. Job is still boring. But hand is warm. And for the first time in years, the sunrise doesn't look grey. It looks like gold. MFW life finally has a player too. MFW, the night shift isn't so dark anymore. End shift. Start life. Close door. Lock it. Walk to car together. It's going to be a good day.